Now, coming back to recording. I forgot to change the category again. How did I do that twice? Maybe I'm just not hitting the button. Or maybe it's being weird. Now I'm going to play the one that I'm not continuing on stream. And the reason why is, like, I am not spending all this time on a visual novel. I am not spending all of this time on a visual novel. I will end up hating myself. Doesn't matter if a game is good or not. Fucking Rimpy. I can't enable. Plus, I get to do this, in my own personal time, right? April. So I'm not gonna do those. Scrolling, maybe. Discord rich presets? Huh. Wani, you slut. Why is it all furry games? It's not all furry games. We played Buckshot Roulette and we played Rat Shaker, and both of those are not furry Gator games. It's just that half of them are furry games. And I'm only going to play this for maybe a little bit. Maybe it'll be the rest of the night. Maybe I won't get to the last game. But I know I'm going to be playing that game next week. It's just like, I'm not playing this on stream. I'm going to enjoy this on my own personal time. Rat Shaker is arguably furry adjacent. You got to squeeze and shake a rat. I don't think that counts. September 4th, year 201 M 2023 BC. I guess 2001 or 201 million. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of the Caldron Bluffs, I cannot help but miss living in the more temperate weathers of the Midwest. What? You're a wife shaker. Yeah, we are the wife shaker. Summer sleeves are in style this year. That jacket's aroma blog better be right. This suede thing is killing me. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this, Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. Get it. I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. On my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's just too much on my mind right now. My folks' stitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how Rolling Stone gathers no moss, I could never make a friend I would keep longer than a year. Just a lot of promises to keep in touch that peter off within months. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. But that's all going to change starting today. I'm going into senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I feel around my backpack for my DSLR, so my fingers can absent-mindedly fiddle with the mode dial. St. Hammond High School is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests, even if it's a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents could drive me there today. By the time it was up, though, they already left for work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. I imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyway. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. I did do, yeah, both of these. Y'all are seeing. Okay. I was like, for a second there, I was looking at the preview, and it's like, oh, the preview sounds. That's why it's a black screen. They all sucked. Yeah, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in, and not get all sad like this. I need to do something like Take a selfie with the hobo next to me. I won't get stabbed. Get up and breathe in that fresh city air. You know what? Fuck it. I feel like I'm going to get stabbed, so I want to get stabbed. It's one of those super hip references, callbacks to Pop. Not really. I don't know. I've never watched a person play this game because I wanted to play it myself. I'm interrupted by the ding of the terminal board, and the car gradually starts coming to a stop. I step off the metro, heading out to the station as I follow a few other students headed towards school. Oddly enough, I'm seeing only dinosaur students, not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughter and stories of how their summer break went. Is this a Family Guy episode where Peter is narrating? Not really. Is this a Okay, Sean. So this is by Kavanon. Kavanon did a game that I'm not sure if I can actually play on stream. That was a quote-unquote parody. What was it? I have it saved here somewhere. Of oh yeah, Snoot Game. I have it saved here. Kavanon made a game in RimP called Snoot Game. And this was after Goodbye Volcano High got announced. Because everybody looked at Goodbye Volcano High and went, oh my god, ugh. So then Kavanon made a Snoot Game. And Snoot Game actually was pretty well received. And then he made this game. I'm not sure the exact reasoning behind it. Outside of, like, I guess he wanted to go further. And actually make a game. Of course, eventually Goodbye Volcano High did come out last year. And nobody talks about that game anymore. But this game came out this year. And you know what? This game has merchandise. There's now a plushie. So, you know. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder what that could mean. There it is. The skull peeks out over the trees ahead of me, and as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. Is it because Sonny thought it was a good idea to show Goodbye Volcano did a 20? Yeah, I know. That's part of it. Snoot Game is a category, you can play it. Okay. Because it's one of those things where people are kind of, like, people say maybe or maybe not. So, if it has a category, maybe. Okay, so maybe it is playable. I thought that somebody was like, no, Snoot Game isn't playable for some reason. Expect me, welcome me inside. St. Hammond High, my new home away from home for the next year. I stopped to take a deep breath. The area here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went back to in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first steps onward. Here we go again. The most anonymous Tumblr user. I mean, I get it. It's the stand-in. You have to have a stand-in, and he went for the anonymous stand-in. Students mill about the front yard. This school is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates ended up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it from what I've read, there's still plenty that made it right. It's also the management's claim to fame, with the facade on the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. I've got a good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. I'm not gonna have a stand-in for my project. I'm just gonna have a human character. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. The front doors are propped wide open, and I already feel the cool breeze inviting me in. Inside is familiar yet brand new sight. Nerd! I hadn't mentioned it yet, but this school is also unique for its student body. It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs, all menaces, saurian herbivores, and otherwise. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Wings, talons, and webbed hands. Not even to mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals on the school outside. Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. That's fucking Dexter and Mandark. Hold on, that's just Dexter and Mandark. I feel like that... I feel like these two are now like Tumblr sexy men, I'm sorry. Some anxiously glance at the schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. I probably shouldn't be standing here staring... Whoa, is that a human? Whoa. Honestly, people at Varga and Tower have Kavenon only has ever one human character, and it's always a no-face stand-in. They want to see Kavenon write a generally relatable human character. I can understand why you would do it for any of your projects. As a way of, like, doing that, but I can also understand, yeah, maybe trying to make someone who... Trying to make someone who might or may, you know, be an actual character. Though, then again, I guess... I don't know. I guess that's kind of why I'm still looking forward to Monster Girl Gamu, because of, like, that character in that game is an actual character. I'm soon surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Clearly, my jacket is working like a charm. Wow, he's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, new kid. Is that what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see some sketchbooks and pens in hands, rapidly scribbling on pages. Wow, a human! Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird! He's a bit uncalled for. Fuck it. Nah, go along with it. There's so much happening, and I don't want to be a party pooper. A few more people shout at me to get my attention. Hey, could you look over here for a side profile? Oh man, yeah, this is going to be good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at his skin texture. Once again, I find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually, all the Saurians take their photos and talk themselves out before dispersing back into their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh, that was my chance to socialize. I blew it. You're a human, right? A Triceratops girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Yeah. Close enough. Hey, can I, like, get a selfie with you? It'd be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. He puts an arm around my back for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly. Big smile now! She takes the picture and checks it enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Yeah, oh, cool, yeah. Anyways, I gotta go. Oh. What's the photo for, by the way? He pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class, that jacket is ballin'. Wait, what was that? Oh wait, that was the controller. Never mind. I was like, I heard the window USB disconnects. I was like, shit. Thanks for the pic, hun. Hmm. Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I take in the now sparse hallway around me. That must be my 15 minutes of fame. I don't think I even lasted 15 minutes. There's no way I've already blown it. I had to try to shake away the negative thoughts. Focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling. And with one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey. The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. A few students around me don't bat an eye at all. At it, though. Oh, we're just working with keyframes, aren't we? Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. The bespectacled boy, I think he's a parsour, double checks the camera's display and smiles. Yeah, perfect. This will be a fine print for the yearbook. Can I see it? His grin seems to widen at my interest. Of course, here. He turns the display towards me, showing a shot of the hallway, and me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? I look at it a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus. And dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Shit. He stops and glances up at me, presently surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective too. With Mr. Latican? Or wait, sorry, that's an I, not an L. Yadican? Yadican? Yadicon? Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep. Oh, snap. Cool, we'll be classmates. Mr. Yadicon's busy, so he just teaches it for one period. He offers his hand out for... Abby, you want to hug them? I'm playing it, but only for like another few minutes, though. He offers his hand out for a handshake. I'm Ben. Inko. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. I kind of figured, being the only human student this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the most popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living art piece, so if you ever need help... From the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too. He waits for me to follow him. Iadakon. Okay. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. This guy, Benz, looks like... Shut up. And one of his priorities was taking photos for the school's yearbook for the first day page. Every few minutes we pause so Ben can take a couple of shots, mainly of the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, the camera looks amazing, and then there's all his extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. And I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us, talking more about the school. No, Iyadakun. E. As in A or I? Because, like, I see that, like, the Japanese pronunciation sometimes. Yadakun. Which is why we still go by the Feathertails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you think give these tours to all the new students? Not really. There was something I thought a lot about. Ah. You're just blowing through it. It's not like that. Uh-huh. Huh? Iyadakan. Is it E as in the letter E? Or is it A like in like a like eh Otacon. You know, let's move on. Next bit. Oh, hold on, I thought. Hey, Lenara. Ben goes to greet a student, putting up some intricate wall banners. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's. Aw, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. Oh, the Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at the antique... it's pronounced he is the cum. Okay, got it. He is the cum. And look at antique artwork. She initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she gasps when she realizes. Hey, you're a human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I love human culture. This amazing set of ancient masks in my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. Wow, that's impressive. I think you make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After the club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also studied and painted those styles. We were learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get into sculpting, like those old Venus statues. We are planning on getting one that looks to look at sometime this year. What do you think? You think it'd be great if you could come? I'm going to cry. I forget you're not great. I cannot hot drop call in you. Yeah. I can't. You can't. You're going to have to deal. You're going to have to deal with all the mispronunciations. I'm sorry, Miss English Major. Hey, that'd be neat. What say you, Inko? Maybe I do love culture. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen, we have this old chieftain's dress we had for ages. We just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. I'll think about it. No way. I'd sooner endure a second impact event than wear something like that. Hey, well, hey, nice catching up, Lenara. We got places to be. Take care. Bye. He waves us off and Ben continues, leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben. Oh, hi, Michael. Listen, can't talk right now. I know I'm not giving it any thought. But I'm also, like, only playing this for, like, another 10 minutes. Listen, can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in school as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, sorry for having to stop so much. No way, I think it's cool you know everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. He noticed a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to this biggest straw. I already know this place was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Paintings lining the walls, with name placards beneath detailing who the artists were. All created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is a gala. All the pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. No, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scalar. An oviraptor no older than her mid-30s exits the room, holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Yeah, that's a Christmas cake. That's a Mrs. Krabappel. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. I'm just saying that, like, this woman looks like she's single. She has that look. Her eyes shoot wide mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. You would be Mr. Gunito, right? Yeah, I get it. Incognito. Yes. Yes, but my name's... How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion on her face, said replaced with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you chose our school for your last year, Mr. Need to. Ben, make sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I always was... If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Neto. Neto. Not to mention, the student council is also available to help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scalar. Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please. But... The Parasaur is dragged into the office, leaving me alone in the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I cannot hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably nothing, not something I'm meant to hear. Move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Ah. Wow, I could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off each window, and a majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape, feeling like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. Never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express this scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. I withdraw my Cavan Stone 60 from my bag. With the compact lenses I keep barely fit the entirety of the bag in frame for the shot. I checked the copy on my display. I realized I left out the title and the artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape, artist O. Halford, 9th grade. First place, 201,000,2020. A freshman did this. Jeez. Now that I look at the rest of the paintings, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and not even one photo. Hey, Inko, I'm back. I'm a senior. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? Ben nudges me back with the back of his hand as the commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Leatherface! My leg! I watch as the, perpetrator, aggressor, Gator finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards us. My instincts kink in, and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning large wheels on her. I only noticed now she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. She glances my way, and her pupils lock into mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags, like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. That expression is like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however. She's gone. As she leaves, I feel like a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into the glass case behind me. Oof! Hey, watch it! Whoops. The Parasaur's hands rose over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. You looking for something? Cracks. Usually when another still falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. Guess it's just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff. That happen often? Often enough to drain the school's funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I do make do. A vibrant chime echoes through the now empty hall. I freeze, tardy on the first day. Whoops. Sorry to run on you like that. You should get going to your first class. Won't I need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way, since, you know, one of those benefits of being class prez. What's your first period? Physical education. Ben sucks the air through his teeth in a prolonged wince. You'll be fine. Gymnasiums sound that way. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting? I gotta go too, bye. Whoa, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. I feel like that is where I want to stop. At least you get to see her. And that's the real point. Because as I said, I just wanted to at least have some point of content involving it. Mostly because I didn't think I was going to have enough. Well, there's only one last game and I can only do it for a few minutes. But that's fine. That's fine.